Running is a very spiritual thing for me, like at church.
Running is definitely an outlet for her. It's a way of life for her. It's part of who she is.
I'm a mom, a teacher, and a runner. I'm always running to raise awareness for my children and their congenital heart defects. I also run for myself and to keep myself healthy as I navigate life with two kids with medical conditions. Knowing how much they've overcome in their short lives, getting through a tough run will make me stronger for everything I have to endure with them.
We've been told that we are the third set of parents in the English-speaking world that have two kids with this particular heart condition.
Where the parents are heart healthy.
Yeah, where the parents are heart healthy.
Absence of any genetic syndrome. We have two children. Hope is 3.5.
And Maria is 18 months. Having two girls that are going through a lot of the same experiences and they're very close in age, I hope that serves them well in the future.
We tried for a long time to have a baby and 6 rounds of IVF. All of them had failed. We had been told we couldn't have children at all. So getting pregnant with Hope was a true miracle. We found out about the heart condition when I went in for my 20-week anatomy. It was definitely devastating. They spent a really long time scanning her heart. I started to feel like something was wrong, and then the doctor said, you know, often when we don't see something, especially when we don't see it a second time, it's not there.
So Hope has Tetralogy of Fallot with Pulmonary Atresia. That basically means they have an overriding aorta that comes kind of into the center of the heart instead of being off to the proper side of the heart. And normally there's an aortic on one side and there's the pulmonary on the other side of the heart. Hope lacked the pulmonary artery connection to the heart. And there's also a hole in between the ventricles.
Multiple times we were offered an amnio in case we wanted to decide to terminate, and that was never on the table for us. Just kind of put it to faith.
Hope's had one surgery. She had that, I think, 11 days old, 12 days old.
They had to leave her chest open for 5 days. So you would go in and you'd see this, baby with a bandage over her chest cavity, and you could see her little heart beating. The second time we got pregnant with Maria, it was a complete and utter shock because we figured Hope was such a miracle. There's no way this is going to happen again.
It was double surprise when she had this same type of condition.
With Maria, we also found out at the same 20-week anatomy scan.
Here we go again. That was what we were thinking. We had been through it once, and we felt like we could do it again. But little we didn't know that Maria was going to be a lot more complicated than Hope was. Maria had what's called MAPGIS, where the blood was actually coming to the lungs from the aortic artery, and the pulmonary was very, very undersized.
Maria's first surgery was November 17th, 2016. Her second surgery was November 29th, 2016. She's also had 7 cardiac catheterizations and another open heart surgery scheduled for April 2nd.
With more to come.
Yeah. I know, yeah. You have no idea, girlfriend. You have no idea. I'm very nervous about this surgery. The unknown of how she's going to cope emotionally with the pain and sending her off and having her come back in pain, the fear really terrifies me. Trying to keep it together today. Looking forward to tomorrow and having this be behind us.
There's obviously a little anxiety for this. This is a big day for everybody. But, I'm optimistic.
Trade you? Good trade. They make us say our goodbyes out in the waiting room.
That's always the hardest part.
That's the hardest part.
Handing the baby off to the doctor, and she's in great hands, but there's always a risk of something going bad, so that always is a tough moment.
Our long-standing tradition now is to have lunch at Stephanie's on Newbury. and sometimes have a cocktail as well to kind of dull
Or 2 or 3.
the fear.
And we'll see her when they're done.
We really envisioned that our second child would be heart healthy. I kind of yearned to know what the experience would be like to bring a healthy newborn home. So Hope's expected to live a normal person's life, essentially. Maria, we hope to get her to that point. It just might take a long time. Originally, I really wanted the surgery to be after the marathon, but I think the two go hand in hand and is also balancing me, giving me something to focus on other than her surgery. So that motivates me to do my best right now to get out there and make them proud of me. Seeing their strength has made me a stronger person. Running a marathon makes me feel like I can defeat the hardest things. This is my 23rd marathon. I really look forward to seeing my family on race day. It's really a highlight.
Nervous, mostly because of the weather. It's going to be cold and wet out there.
Molly is, I believe, about the 16, 17 mile marker, so she'll be coming through here in the next 15 minutes or so. She's doing pretty well. I think she's close to on pace, so hopefully she's in good spirits when she gets here. We've still got plenty left in the tank.
Over the years, you get to know how to be a spectator for marathoning, which is not actually all that easy.
The excitement builds as she gets closer and closer, and you get the anticipation of when she's going to come around the corner and down the hill. Go! Keep going! Yeah, Mole! Go! You're just stuck. Isn't this fun? How are you doing?
This is brutal.
Yeah?
This is the most brutal marathon I've ever run.
It's a pit crew, huh?
My husband is absolutely the reason I've been able to complete 23 marathons. He pushes me out the door on the toughest days. So we've made a really great team through this experience. And the last 10K of Boston is just a giant party, so those crowds really pushed me through the race.
She was really looking forward to this because this was a culmination of the last few weeks. Something she worked really hard for, and I think this was the light at the end of the tunnel for her. Her mindset was that when she got to the marathon and she finished the marathon, most of the trials and tribulations of the last few weeks were pretty much over, and this is the finale of all of it.
And then when she crosses the finish line, she's always got a big smile on her face and really proud of herself, and I'm proud of her.
It was a very, very successful surgery, so we're really happy with that. She won't need another surgery going forward. The hard part is over, and from here on out, every day is a little easier than the last.
Seeing her running and playing and happy warms the heart, and then to see the two of them playing together is, twice the pleasure.